Now I want to jump back to Google Calendar because there are some really good features in there that we haven't covered yet. And this is really good for faculty. I can't tell you how many times I've walked outside a faculty member's office and I've seen the paper posted to the outside of the wall for sign up for office hours. That's great and that works, but that means your students have to come to your office to sign up and then come back again. So inside your Google Calendar, you have what's called an appointment calendar. So if I go into my events here, and let's say I want to make my office hours Wednesday at 3 o'clock every week. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to drag down like I'm making a normal event. And you'll notice here there's event, reminder, and appointment slots. If I click on appointment slots, this now makes an appointment calendar as opposed to just an event. I'm going to do an appointment. This is going to be office hours. What calendar I want to add it to. So I could even have my own calendar for office hours. And I can either do one appointment slot or I can break it up. So you can see it's a pretty large block of an hour and a half. Maybe I want to do every 15 minutes. Hit create. And now I have 15-minute slots. And I want to show you what it looks like from the student side. So if I double click here, this is my appointment calendar link. I can embed this on my LMS like Moodle. I could send this out as an email. I could have my students bookmark it. Whatever best for you, the link stays the same. So no matter how many appointments you add into that appointment calendar, the link is always the same. And I can change and even add locations, descriptions, and invite other people to it. So let's go ahead and click on the link, see what that looks like. So this is the appointment calendar. You can see here's today. I made that appointment for next week, so I'm going to go there. And here's office hours. And I can see here's my calendar right there. So as a student, I can see if the office hours conflict with my own calendar if I'm using it. If I want to book that, so let's say I want to get the first slot. I'm a good student. I can say I want to meet you over in health sciences. And I want to cover the skeletal system. Hit save. And now as the instructor, I get a notification and it auto books on my calendar. So let's take a look at my calendar. You can see right here, office hours somebody has booked. So I can double click there and I can see exactly who booked with me. So Bree booked, let's add my events calendar, and yes, I am going to my own office hours. What's nice is if the student cancels that, I automatically have it removed from my calendar and that slot opens back up. I don't have to keep managing back and forth. It's really nice. And you can add multiple things to that same calendar. So I can add another event right through here. Remember, we click appointment slots. And we're going to call this meeting times. And again, we're going to add that to events calendar. And let's do this one as 5-minute increments. Again, that link is exactly the same when I double clicked on it. Pop over. Let's look at next week. And we have 5-minute increments. And they can just click and once again go through the whole process. So you're kind of getting the picture of how you can build your own office hours. Now if I want to repeat an event over and over again, I can. So let's take a look at our meeting slots. Let's hit edit details and you'll see this repeat button right up here. So if I know my office hours are every Tuesday, Thursday, or I know it's every Wednesday, Saturday, whatever works for you, I could say repeats weekly. And it could be every other week, it could be every 7 weeks, so if you're doing a different course like that. So let's say we did Monday, Friday, and we'll do Saturday. When it starts and when it ends. So if my office hours change per semester, I can add an ending date on there as well. So let's say we want to do December 14th. Hit done. And so now if I click back on my calendar, I don't have to manually put in those office hours. They're already populated for me every single week in the same 5-minute slots.